Hello, my name is Ross, and this is the first video of a small little series that aims at teaching people how to play the game Osu and essentially not suck at it. Now, I know that sounds a bit condescending, but this is one of those games where you can go and play by yourself and not really see a big difference in your skill. My aim in these videos is to teach new players or even intermediate players how to just change up their style of play so that they can become better. You can go from playing easy to normal, normal to hard, hard to insane, and hopefully without any problems from these videos. Basically, in this video, I'm going to go through the detailed settings in the settings options, the input methods, and if I still have the tutorial map in my maps folder, I will go through that as well. So, delving straight into it, this is the menu by the way. Just going into the options, the detailed settings are located right here, and basically they contain the options, the background video, which some maps come with a video. Mostly the openings to animes and whatnot, they have videos. Some maps also have storyboards, and you cannot turn those off. It's kind of annoying, but anyway, I don't have any of these enabled, not because my computer is terrible, but because I just don't like little annoyances. The combo bursts, I believe, yeah, okay. It's this little pink girl that comes out from the side of the screen. Very annoying. Combo fire is just this little fire that builds and builds and builds as you get a higher combo score. Once you hit 500, I believe it turns blue. I don't know if you like fire, I guess you can leave it on. The hit lighting is just a little glow. And the shaking sliders, I've never actually seen this effect. I really don't look for it, but I keep it off anyway. Shader effects just improve the shader quality, and the softening filter for some reason can't be enabled anymore. Interesting, but yeah. To just disable these all, immediately you can click low on PC, and that's what I usually do, just because most of the time these are all just little annoyances that just add an aesthetic pleasing effect. If you're just gonna play this casually, then I suggest leaving them on, because they do kind of look cool. As far as input goes, you can play this game essentially 4 different ways, I think. You can use just the mouse, and you can click with your right and left button. Mouse buttons that is, I should say. I did that when I first started playing this game until somebody that I knew that was a bit higher up in the rankings told me you should play with the default settings, which are Z and X, as left click and right click here. Through multiple playthroughs on this game, though, I have ended up ruining a lot of keys on my keyboard, so use at your own discretion for that, but I find it a lot easier, and I'll dive into a bit more depth as to why later. The third way you can play this is using a tablet instead of a mouse, and using the keyboard once again, and I believe you can also do it using a Wiimote, but I've never seen a video of that being done before. Alright, so I completely decided against the tutorial map because 1, it's already narrated. You might want to still check it out though, it is quite helpful. And 2, because it's very, very slow. Alright, so I'm deciding on a map to choose just to play to get through the basics of this game. Could play something completely random here. Sure, why not? Alright, so this is the map's intro screen. Basically, it'll display the title, usually the artist. Some maps have really long intros, some have really short intros. Anyway, quick tip, if you don't want to wait through it, just click the skip button at the bottom here, and the map will begin interesting. Alright, instantly, what am I saying? Alright, now, see throughout a lot of the map that there are these small circles here, and essentially what are called approach circles. They come in and they hit the outer edge of the full circles there. To get a 300, you have to essentially, within error, hit the bigger circle when the outer and closing circle hits the edge of that circle. Sounds easy. If you're not used to timing, then might be a bit of a difficult concept to get through, but playing the game and you'll understand it. Now these long things here are called sliders, and essentially what it is just an elongated beat. It's the best way you can really think of it. When you click on the essential note here, like right here, you have to hold throughout the entire slider. If you don't, you will get a miss. This happens for one of two reasons actually. When you go through a slider, sometimes there are little tiny white ticks, and that indicates an extra hit and 10 score, I believe, or something like that. And if you don't hit all of those in the line there, then you will miss. Another way to get the miss is to just tap it, because it doesn't count as going through the full thing. Now, some sliders here have a little arrow. Basically what that indicates is that when you go through the slider, when you reach the arrow, it will reverse its direction from where it came. Some sliders will follow the beat of the song multiple times through these. So don't let go of that mouse or keyboard until you see no more arrows, essentially. And what I just completed there was called a spinner. Basically, when a spinner appears, you want to spin your mouse or a tablet pen or whatever as fast as you can in a circle. Once you complete the circle, it'll let you know. There usually are bars at the sides there, somehow I managed to get rid of mine. Once those are complete, you just get bonus score for how many more turns you can land before the spinner ends. Some will argue that spinning on the outer radius of the screen is more effective. Because of my playstyle, I just spin on the center. But I'll go over that more later in a bit more advanced video. And that is all for today. I hope you enjoyed the first video, a demonstration of what will probably be about 6 or 7 videos, my guess. Anyway, this was Ross, and I will see you later.